Okay, we're going to try this again. It's having a little bit of technical difficulties getting this set up. All right, so say hello when you come in, guys. I thought I would come live and work just for a little bit before I left tonight. This is an extra large canvas that I'm working on. Let's see. This one is, keep forgetting how, 48. It's a 48 by 36. And this is a piece that we are working on in the Creators Club. And we are doing, every week we are doing a live class. So all of the members have their own piece that they're working on. And so I told them I would go live throughout the week, and I would share it with, if I shared it with all of you, that I would also be sharing it inside the group. So some of the members in my group will be probably taking part in this. Hello, everybody. Tell me where you're coming in from. So if you're brand new here, my name's Kelly Weiler. I'm the owner of Girl Untitled. And I have this local little shop here in Zanesville, Ohio. But I also have an online membership art group. The art group will open up on Monday. Monday is opening day for the Creators Club. I also wanted to mention before I start painting, I'm just going to be working and painting today. On Monday at 6 p.m., I'm going to be doing a free splatter and chatter class. This is a beginner class. So if you're new to painting or you haven't painted in a while and you want to do just something fun and whimsical and a little bit easier, I will be doing this Monday at 6 o'clock for free online here. So I'd love for all of you to come and take part in that. And then I'm also going to do a matching, this is going to be Little Frida and this is Frida's bouquet. The flower arrangement, we'll be painting that on Thursday, and then those will both be at 6 p.m., okay? And they are free classes. If you go to the event that I created for this and it's set a reminder there, you can say you're going and it will remind you. And there's also a materials list for both of these. So if you want to get ready for Monday, you can go find all the colors and materials that you'll need. Make sure, I'm not sure if I have it on the materials list, but make sure you have either a pencil or maybe a piece of chalk ready too. So for those of you that like to kind of sketch out before you start painting, okay? So let's see who's here today. Gosh, we have quite a few in here today, guys. Thank you so much for sprinkling the love. Leilani's here. Sally Hutton's here. Shaz. Hello from the UK. Stacy, my girl, and Karen. Dorothy Anderson's from Texas. Hi, Derek. How are you? Sally's from Ohio. Kimberly's from Pensacola, Florida. Hi, Tara. She is from Newark, Ohio. So you are my neighbor. All right. Let's see. Lisa Dravanos is here. And Tony's here. Hi, Tony. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I haven't talked to you in a while. So anyway, that was the announcement. So I'll see you Monday for Frida. We'll do Frida on Monday and Frida's bouquet on Thursday. So anybody that wants to come paint and kind of like just feel out my teaching style, you can do that on Monday. Meanwhile, I'm just going to paint a little bit and let you guys watch if you want to. This started off very abstract. It's still abstract, but the intuitive layers that I put on it is just kind of like layers of, we started with words, different mediums, different paints, all that good stuff. And what I started to see was a little bit of a shape that kind of looked like this could be the head and this could be the shoulders. So that's kind of what I'm kind of working on right now. And I'm kind of just, this is kind of like where I'm figuring out what this painting is going to be from here. So once I found that structure, so I'm just kind of shading it all out right now. So, oh, thank you, Tony. Tony was in my group for quite a while, weren't you? Yes, ma'am. Tara is asking if I have the new IOD letters. Yes, ma'am, I do. They are on my website. So you can find them there. Just go to the girlupcycledstudio.com and then you'll go to where it says IOD and you'll find it there. So I'm just kind of going in and working this out a little bit. Yeah, I think maybe her shoulder I made too high. So I'm just kind of playing right now and tweaking it a little bit. So this is kind of just the discovery phase of it, I guess, where you are, you go through the first phase of the intuitive where you are playing and kind of having fun and you're kind of going through like kind of like an adolescent stage, and then you kind of get to this stage here where I call the discovery stage, which is where you're kind of like figuring things out and you're figuring out, you know, what you want it to be, and playing around with shapes. And you can tell I've tweaked it a couple times. If you see right here is where I did the first line of the rear end of it, and I'm just gradually making it bigger. So what I'm thinking is this person is maybe laying back or slightly lounging in a chair or on a stool or something, but this would be a little bit further back and this would be coming forward. So as things come forward, they're bigger, right? So I'm kind of tweaking it right now and making this larger. So her little leg right here, I had it going like this and over, and it was way too small. So I am just kind of tweaking it and playing around with it with the sizing and everything of it. So if any of you have questions, now is the time to ask. If you have any questions about the Creators Club, I am reading down here in front of me, so if it looks like I'm not looking at the screen, that's why. Stacy says, my hips are bigger in general. And generally they are. So your hips are generally, you know, you're wide here in the shoulders, and then your hips are usually, like it usually goes in and then it comes back out, especially with the way women are built. Our hips are usually a little larger. So, you know, I'm probably going to make probably about as wide as her shoulders are, right? And I'm just kind of playing with the silhouette right now. The intuitive painting is something that we do every single month. We start the month off with an intuitive painting. It's something that I highly recommend when you come into the group, and that's a great way for you to learn. And some people, you know, it is difficult sometimes to get used to, but it is well worth it. So I am just kind of creating a wash right now. Trying to figure out, I'm not sure, I may have her arm come around and wrap around her leg. I'm not real sure. So I'm kind of put that line in there just so kind of play around with that. Let's see. I tried to join, but I had difficulties. Let's see. Were you talking to me? Got some Buckeyes in the house. Yay, Lisa. Yes, I caught you. You caught me. We caught each other. Miss you too, Tony. Hello, Bluebird. How are you, Alyssa? Nikki's in the house. Reminds me of a surfboard poster from Hawaii. I could see a board stuck in the sand and her leaning on it. Oh, yeah, totally. You want to join. Okay, so what happened? Gail. That's right. It's Gail. Gail, what happened? It's not open until Monday, so the doors are not open yet. Right now, what you can do is you can, I'm changing this. As I'm looking at the screen, I'm seeing things I want to alter. What you can do is just get on the email list, and as soon as the doors open, you can get in. So Monday is the big day, big opening day. So those of you that are kind of like, oh, I'm not sure because this looks a little hard for me, I teach beginner classes all the way up to things like this because I want to take you from doing the step-by-step classes, which I feel are very important. I feel that I call them the splatter and chatters. She says that's why. But I feel like the step-by-step classes are really important because when you haven't had a brush in your hand for a while, or maybe you have had a brush in your hand, but it hasn't been really doing canvas art. Maybe you're a furniture painter, because I have a lot of furniture painters in there as well. It gives you a chance to learn this first and get used to holding the brush and getting used to what the different brushes do, and just kind of like takes you from the step-by-step into doing things like this that are on your own. So it's been an amazing process watching all of the ladies in there. There's some that have been in there since I first opened it, and they're doing amazing jobs, and it's been so fun to watch them grow. But the intuitive allows you to, you're kind of like getting in tune to your own style, and you're finding your own artistic voice, right? If that makes sense a little bit. Yeah, that's me, Alyssa says. I'm using a couple different whites right here. I've got the fluid, golden fluid. I love the Golden brand. It's really, really nice, highly pigmented. And then I also use the DIY paint, which I also sell. The DIY paint is kind of cool because I can go in there, and if I have used the DIY paint, I can moisten my, let's see if we can, I can moisten my rag and lightly wipe out some of it. I don't know if you can see some of it wiping off. So now the acrylic, you cannot do that. So a lot of times I'll start with my DIY paint, and if I want to tweak it a little bit, I can just simply go in and kind of wipe it down, wipe it back out, and just kind of erase it, so to speak. Betsy, you have your hand up. Did you have a question? need to get a little more of the DIY. I'm using vintage linen right now. Vintage linen has more of a gray tone to it. It is a white, but you can just kind of imagine the name vintage linen. You know, it has a little bit of a muted tone to it, and you will see the brighter white right here. That is where I put the gold in on. So it is an acrylic, and it is brighter. Oh, you're saying hi? Hi. Sorry about that. I'm slow today. But anyway, I've got some of this on video too, where I'm speeding it up a little bit. So, whoops. Let's see. Let's do this. So I am thinking probably this out. Just trying to get a cohesive shape and figure out lines and everything. How I want that. And I am looking back behind me a lot. I like to use the camera as a bit of a mirror to watch. It gives you a different perspective. We go brighten this up. Lower this just a little bit. Put that foot in there. Like it's kind of pointing down. Brighten this up right here. That looks a little bit better, the perspective of it. Let's see. Tara says, I'm seeing a lot of private clubs are opening up. I know everyone has their strengths. I'm interested specifically in learning how to do videos, how to go live, website, gaining followers. Is there a group? Yes. So my business coach, you need a business coach. I would get in Jennifer Allwood's group. She's pretty much the one that has kind of taught me a lot of my business, how to run my business and how to do all the things. I have a little bit of business stuff that I teach, but my group is primarily an art group. We do a little bit of business art like teaching different business things in there, but it is focused on art as far as a weekly basis. So you are kind of, sounds like you're needing a business, a strictly business type of a group. So I would definitely go. I think Jennifer, maybe, I don't know if her group is open too. I saw her live last night. So Jennifer Allwood may be open right now. You may want to check. Let's see. That's specific. Let's see, that's specific. I know people are beginners to painting, but I'm looking for beginner business. Yes, Jennifer Allwood. Check her out. Do you know who she is, Tara? Hola, my sister's in the house. Did that help at all, Tara? No. Does Jennifer Allwood have a business name? I believe she just look up Jennifer Allwood, creative business coach, and it should come right up. And you may want to check her website. And if she's not open right now, she will probably have a date of her next opening, or you can get on her list. But I've learned, I've been in her group for, oh goodness, I don't know, maybe 5 years now. But she has everything you need to know, and anywhere from beginner to on up. She has things in the vault, the videos, tons and tons and tons of stuff to study, as well as live classes that she will do with you, live Q&As, all of that. So yeah. Hey Teresa, thank you, girl. All right. So figure out. Kind of just doing. I have a messy hand right now. I don't really get too much into the details. Until my next phase. Like this needs to come, so I feel like it needs to come down. Across that way. So to speak. It's still very abstract, but you can definitely tell it's taken on that human shape. And good stuff right another color called Water Lily. Thank you, Lisa. I do love color, so I had to, when I came to this point where I kind of discovered this little bit of a human form that I could kind of shape out, I had to decide whether I wanted to tone down this form, which is what I decided to do. So I'm putting white in there, and so I'm kind of starting to take away some of the chaos of the whole thing, right? Because we had a lot going on before I started shadowing in, right? Or what I could have done the flip, where I shadowed out some of the outside and I let this human figure have all that, the bright color and whatnot. Now, even though I'm shadowing it in and I'm starting to define this human shape, you can still see a lot of the movement and slight shades of color to it, but it's muting it down quite a bit. So I don't know. So this is where I'm at today. So who is going to be here with me on Monday for the free Splatter and Chatter class? Any of you able to make it? It's going to be a little whimsical Frida Kahlo, and I'm calling it Little Frida and her bouquet. So we'll do Little Frida on Monday at 6, and we'll do her bouquet on Thursday night at 6. And it'll be a definite, just a real easy start to finish kind of a thing. Did a good job of kind of helping that one shoulder out a little bit, didn't it? Just kind of help define it. I think I need to work on the face a little bit, but I may need to make it a little bit smaller. So Stacy said she's going to try to be there. Tara says, thank you. I've been looking at different groups, and yours is definitely the group for learning to paint actual objects, gaining guidance, confidence, thinking outside of the box. Studio is filled with amazing. Thank you, Tara. Betsy's going to be here. Might get to do another class in Friday. Awesome. You mean you're going to teach a class? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you mean. And this is kind of called negative painting, what I'm doing now. The color I'm using right now is called Water Lily, by the way. It's just a beautiful, um, kind of a periwinkle. It's really, it's just a beautiful color, but really has a nice glow to it. It's actually the DIY. It's kind of meant as furniture paint, but it looks really, really pretty on your artwork as well. As you can see, it really kind of that contrast. It gives it just a beautiful little pop of contrast, doesn't it? So, yes, in February. That's awesome. If you need help, let me know. So, with something interesting, what Betsy's talking about, she is going to teach a splatter and chatter class. So, that is one thing that in my Creators Club, I give you the rights to teach my splatter and chatter classes. So, so you can make money on the side. You will make enough money to pay for your membership cost, and you'll make enough money to pay for all of your art supplies, and you'll eventually make enough money to um, really just help your family. You know. Okay, so this needs to change for sure. Looks a little funky. Oh, cool. Lisa says, I'm marking it on my calendar, going to try my best to make it. Hoping Monday's an easy day at work. Yep, I hope so too. I would love to see you. So that's Monday at 6 for those of you that are just tuning in. Okay. All right, so really figure out how I want to. So this needs to kind of go back this way. Change the angle of that. So this may even need to go back further. Thinking, maybe not. I made it a little bit too round, didn't I? Or too square. Just kind of play around with it. Oh, I think I got it way too wide this time. Really wide. softening my lines out a bit. Hey Susan, how are you? Tara said Monday and Thursday at 6 for 2 free splatter and chatter classes. Yes, for little Frida. Do I need to go to another page or will it be here? So I'm going to have it live on Facebook and I'm going to have it running live on my YouTube channel. You need to go to the Facebook event and I have a materials list there. You can find it. I'm not sure if I put on the materials list to have a pencil, piece of chalk, a pencil. So make sure you bring something like that. Okay. So right now what I want to do, you can see how thick I made her arm. So I'm just going to kind of see if I can change that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, Mark just fell asleep. Jenny, got the whole gang here with me today. So we can easily, when you're painting, guys, just don't be afraid to jump in and try. You can correct. See how easy you can correct your mistakes. And then this needs to be thinned down, so I will thin that down. It needs to. There. Hungry? Yeah. We'll be leaving soon. Let's see. Let me just fix. I'm gonna work on this leg just a little bit. Shaped that arm up right away, didn't it? Hello, Facebook user, whoever you are. Hello, hello. Okay, so I will go ahead and bring this side back up, maybe. here. I think that kind of defined that knee out the way I wanted. Pretty much. Okay, so we are at 6:10 right now, so I'm ready to close down, and I'm gonna get on home and get some dinner made and all that good stuff. Hello, Miss Mitzi. How are you? Good to see you. Janae is from Silicon Valley in California. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks, Mitzi. All right, so I will be working on this periodically. I still feel like these shoulders have to be, I'm thinking like I'm going to change the angle a little bit. So I may wait till tomorrow and come back and work on it and let it dry. And it's always good coming back in the next day with fresh eyes and, give myself time away from a painting. And as you come back in and look at it, you kind of will automatically know what needs changed, what needs added, deleted, tweaked a little bit. So if I do work on it tomorrow, I'll try to come live again, just paint and let you guys watch. I think that's a great way for everybody to learn and hopefully be inspired too. I'm still not sure if I still think this needs to be bigger, but we'll see. If I make the shoulders a little bit smaller up here, then it may be a little better proportioned with the feet. So those are kind of things that I'm going to work on. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everyone. All right. Bye-bye.